Leveling magic quite quickly in Deadman is much harder to do than melee because there's not a bunch of OP quests that you can simply do at level 3, but there is one method that is extremely OP, it's completely free and it doesn't level any other stats except for magic. So as usual, if we start out in Tutorial Island, just talk to Skippy to skip the whole island and ask to be teleported to Lumbridge. From here, go over to the combat tutors just a little bit to the east of the start and right click on any one of them and select claim. This is going to give you a Drayman staff because that's automatically completed now and also allow you to use the fairy rings. Then go back to the graveyard and ask Nigel to teleport you over to Varrock. From the centre of Varrock, go a little bit to the west to Zaf and buy a Staff of Air from this shop here. After that, go southeast all the way to the rune shop in the corner of Varrock, and just in case you don't have your 5k in your inventory just yet, open your starter pack to receive it. In the rune shop, buy as many death runes as you can. We don't need GP for anything else, so you can spend it all, and then head a little bit north to the bank. In the bank, activate your sigils, open your starter pack if you haven't done it yet, and bank everything except your death runes, your starter staff, Staff of Air, Drayman staff, and 12 tuners. Next up, head to the museum just north of where you are and go upstairs. Up here, speak to Historian Minas and he will give you 2 combat lamps that's going to give you 10,000 XP in any skill over level 20, and these can be used to create your own perfect build or simply just level magic much faster. From here, go north and cross the Wilderness Ditch. Now at this point, we want to level up our magic and depending on the build that you're going for, potentially HP and defense too. And you can kill any creatures you want in low level wilderness, or you can even use the fairy ring in Edgeville to another destination where you want to kill things instead. Whatever you decide, you want to get at least level 30 magic just using your starter staff, and that should really only take about 5 or 10 minutes because early levels in Deadman are just extremely quick. After you've got yourself 30 magic, use the fairy rings in Edgeville and teleport to either the fairy ring, CIS if possible. Now it's been a long time since I used this, but it did used to have a requirement. I can't even remember what you did to be honest to access this fairy ring, but if you can't use it, don't worry, you can also use the fairy ring DJR, it's just a little bit further to walk. You then want to make your way over to the Arceus library. In here, whenever you're off to help one of the characters in the library, they'll ask you to get a specific book for them, and if you have Runelight, it tells you all of the current locations. The best strategy that I find is just to get a full inventory, go through the whole library and pick up every single book there is, and then go and ask what book they want. Obviously the first one you're going to have, but chances are the second one you're going to have, the third one you're going to have, and so on. And you can quite often get 5 or 10 books before they ask you for one that you then don't have. I then just get the specific book that they're asking for and any other books that happen to be on the way. And only when I get down to about half the books left in my inventory do I then do another sweep of the whole library and restock every book again. Every book that you give them, they'll reward you with a book of arcane knowledge, and in Deadman at just level 30 magic, for example, you get 4,500 XP for each one, which will pretty much get you around the level until about level 50. The amount of XP you get increases to the higher level your magic is, so at level 50 you'll be getting 7,500 XP every book. And it's only about another 20 books to get you from level 50 to level 60, and it's the strategy that Solo's team used in the All-Stars competition, where they said it took about 2 hours to get to level 80. By the time you run out of protection, you'll also have a high enough level to cast the Air Blast, and whilst you've only got around 18 death runes, so in effect 18 casts of that, you will have one of the highest magic levels at this point in Deadman, so it's unlikely anyone's going to want to try and fight you. The strategy is also flexible, so it allows you to simply kill creatures for much longer early on if you want more HP levels, or if you wanted to train defense, and you can use your lamps on HP if needed too, just to make yourself harder to kill whilst you're in the library. An alternative strategy if you're looking to move up brackets is to buy an air staff in Varrock at the start again, but this time to buy 400 mind and 400 water runes in the rune shop, and then go straight to lava dragons by the Edgeville lever. Killing those with water spells gives you 50% more damage and accuracy, and spending about 30 minutes here will get you your 43 prayer as well as a decent amount of HP and magic levels, plus of course defense if you want to. I think if you do that first and then you go to the Arceus library, you'll reach bracket 2 close to when your PvP protection is about to run out, meaning you get another hour of protection, which should get you to around 75 magic, and that way you'll also have protection prayers and a decent amount of HP too.